Huh? Ah, it's probably a rat or something. What are you, drunk or something? Fuck, he's a goner! I found a dead body! You're going down, Kim and-yuk!
Looks like the old loon can handle himself just fine. A trail of dead rats? Well, that can't be a coincidence. That's a lot of blood. NER must have really worked him over. I hope he's still alive.
What a stupid job. I was stupid enough to take it. What's that smell? Did someone take a shit out here or what? Keep digging. That was a friend you killed. You can thank your lucky stars we're in a hurry. Don't rush it. I want to watch him sweat away his last seconds before the bullet. For Misha.
If I'm going to act, it has to be now.
Get behind cover and shoot! Call for backup! It's us or him, boys! Shoot to kill!
Divine Providence guided your hand. I'm too important to be killed by NAR's minions.
We seem destined to keep running into each other, so you might as well come on board.
You failed me, and now you want to join me? You are one cheeky little rodent, Mousy. You let my secrets fall into the hands of the Rat King.
I had no choice, Tarakan. I had to look for clues about Tatiana's disappearance. I have to exhaust every avenue, no matter the cost.
You have a big heart that sometimes leads you to make bad decisions, Mousy. But I understand. What's done is done. The Rat King must know all about my hiding places by now, so I'll need to find a new one. I will join you.
I've got some questions for you, and it's very important that you answer as best you can.
I will certainly try, Mousy.
First, how did you get Tatiana's music box?
She came to me. The woman in the red dress.
She came to you? Where? When?
In my dreams. She has haunted my nights for years. She told me where to find it. The music box. She mentioned you, too.
What did she say, exactly?
She advised me that you could be an important instrument in the fight against the Rat King. She also wanted you to see the music box, to convince you that all this is real.
I keep seeing her too. At first I thought it must be my imagination, but...
No, don't say that. She's completely real. Don't doubt it for another moment.
Why was NAR trying to kill you?
Isn't it obvious, Mousy?
Nothing is obvious to me right now.
I'm the only person who stands between humanity and the Rat King. His minions will try to kill me every chance they get.
Okay, why don't you retire the act for a while? Who are you, really?
What act? There is nothing more real than this. Tarakan is more real than you are.
Does your name have some special meaning?
Tarakan means cockroach. And that is what I am. A humble being reborn from the ashes of Chernobyl's destruction. Tiny, but resilient. I used to be a person like you, Mousy. But when divine providence called upon me to face the Rat King, Tarakan was born.
All right. Good talk.
This world is doomed, Mousy.
Dial it down a notch. You'll bring the NAR down on us. Or worse.
I can see us all in the devilish clouds, touched by the cold hand from hell. The green swarm is spreading like wildfire, ending everything we know. The Rat King is triumphant, but even he falls prey to the horror he has unleashed.
So, nothing new.
You make fun, Mousy. Well, you do so at your own peril. Tell me, what do you do with something that is broken? Do you fix it? Or do you raze it to the ground?
You're talking about Chernobylite?
I'm talking about the world.
Not sure I follow.
Why do you think the Rat King chose this world for his wrath? It's not because we're so very noble and good, but because we're evil, sinful, and broken. Fundamentally broken. Our actions have invited him in. Since the dawn of time, we've done unspeakable things to our own kind. And to the world we inhabit. Who knows? Perhaps this is our punishment. Perhaps we
Yes? Deserve what?
deserve to live our final days in the age of the rat. Either to atone for our faults, or finally be annihilated.
I'm not a philosopher or a mystic, but I believe there's still a chance for us to improve.
That remains to be seen, Mousy. But we are living in the last days. Mark me.
Hey there, Tarakan. I was wondering if there's anything you'd like to teach me.
But of course, I have been blessed with the wisdom of the great rat catcher. And I've also spent a lot of time in the zone. I can give you some pointers.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn.
This is a big day for you, Mousy. For today, you get to be the cat. Thanks to your PDA thingy upgrade, you can now detect those pesky NAR soldiers, shadows, and living creatures in general. I also replaced your regular battery with a more advanced one. For a while, you'll be able to run a scan more often than usual. But throw it away afterwards, or it will explode. Whether you're out on a hunt or simply trying to avoid danger, it's pretty useful if you ask me, Mousy. Now let's do a live practice. I'll hide, and you find me. I hope you understood everything. You're such a clever Mousy after all. Close your eyes and count to 100. And no peeking. Well done, Mousy! See how useful this can be? Remember, it's hunt or be hunted. That is the law of nature. Well done, Mousy! See how useful this can be? It was a good effort, Mousy. Now you're better equipped to deal with rats. What's the matter, Mousy?
Hey there, Tarakan. I was
But of course, I can give you some pointers.
actually...
What's the matter, Mousy?
Let me take a look at your gear.
Of course, Mousy.
The fuck you want?
Top of the morning to you, sir.
Glad to see you're in such good spirits.
I like my spirits as much as any man, but I never drink before 6 p.m. It's my liver. Anyway, I'm glad you helped me with the Duca Raider. I know that at one time you were knee-deep in that shit, but I don't hold it against you.
That's mighty generous of you. But unfortunately, I can't recall. It's buried somewhere in my memories.
Yeah, well, everyone's done something they'd rather forget. Besides, there were different times. Must have been really fucked up living through the Cold War, huh? The two superpowers with their fat fingers on the big red buttons, 24/7. Missile defense systems, mind control, LSD experiments, even detonating tactical nukes. It all happened here. Do you remember any of that?
The only explosion I have a vague recollection of was the RBMK explosion. Where are you getting all this stuff from, Sashko?
I met a guy when I was doing time in Butya. He knew someone who knew someone. You know how it goes. At that time, I thought it was just stupid. Tinfoil hat talk, or too many drugs. Only after I came to the zone did I start to realize some of it might be true. Crazy, right?
Believe me, Sashko, that's not crazy at all.
What's the matter, Mousy?
Hey there, Tarakan.
But of course, I can.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn.
You know what the mouse's biggest strength is? Not its teeth, not its size. It's the ability to become invisible, or almost invisible. That is what I will teach you today, Mousy. The secret lies in camouflage and controlling your breathing. You can't literally become invisible, only I can do that. And the Rat King. But you can make yourself almost indistinguishable from your surroundings. Always stay in the shadows. Use vegetation to conceal your movements. Wear earthy colors like dark green or brown. Control your breathing. Be like a shadow. Be exactly like a mousy. So, let's put this knowledge to the test. I'll be the Rat King, and you try to sneak up on me, Mousy. Ready when you are, Mousy. You're a very gifted student, Mousy. Congratulations. I think you learned something today, Mousy. Hopefully it will be enough to keep you alive.
Hello.
Olivier, something you wanted to talk about?
Someone. What do you make of this Tarakan guy?
I don't know yet. He's a very complicated personality.
Complicated, huh? That's a cute way to say insane.
Well, that certainly is a possibility. But he also knows a lot about NAR, the shadows, and the incident. Maybe even more than we do. We cannot ignore that.
You think his grotesque costume, the fetishes, and manic blathering are some kind of act?
Maybe. Maybe he's just got an overdeveloped sense of humor or something.
Fuck his sense of humor. Over the many years I've spent in the field, I've developed a kind of sixth sense. A gut feeling about people. Right now, my gut is telling me there's something sketchy about this guy.
Maybe your gut is just hungry. Did he consider that?
I'm glad your sense of humor is intact, Kim and Yuk. But if Tarakan endangers our mission in any way, I hope you kick his shaggy shamanic ass out of our base.
Do you have a moment?
What's on your mind, Olga?
I was thinking about an old woman I used to know, Alina. She lived in our village. She had so many stories to share. About the revolution of 1917, collectivization, the Great Famine, Nazi tanks rolling through the marshes, her husband dying in the Great Patriotic War, persecution by the NKVD, the Chernobyl disaster.
Fascinating. She must have been at least 100 years old.
She was very old indeed. Nothing could shake her. She never stopped wandering the woods and marshes of Pripyat gathering herbs and mushrooms. Until the lurkers killed her. Such a pointless death.
I'm sorry. She must have been a very brave woman.
I asked her once, what kept her going through all those dark years? Do you know what she said? I wanted to live. It was as simple as that. Life is precious, and you only get to go around once. So I want to make mine count. Do you understand? I'm not dying because of a stupid mistake.
Hopefully we can avoid that, and you'll lead a long and productive life once we're finished here.
Well, as my stepdad Matvey would say, nobody wants to exit the stage, but everyone does, eventually.
We need to talk, Igor.
I'm all ears.
Got some intel that needs acting on. NAR is preparing a huge shipment of munitions, maybe food as well. We can't let this opportunity go.
Well, you're not wasting any time on that radio, huh? Sure, I'll look into it.
Remember when we first arrived in this city of the Chosen Ones? Semenov so badly wanted you on his team. You were handpicked from Leningrad Polytechnic. You and Boris.
And you, Tanya.
Please, stop lying to yourself. I was only invited here because of you. This was your adventure all along. You were the hero who was supposed to make a difference.
We both wanted this.
You wanted this. But have you ever asked what I wanted?
Tanya, please. Everything I've done, everything I planned, it was all for us. This was supposed to be our future.
Future? Let me show you the future.
I could use another cup of coffee, preferably with brandy. shitty, shitty day.
This was supposed to be the future of the Soviet Union, a true atomic city, a place for the elite, scientists, engineers, artists, where everyone would be taken care of, where they all had a purpose and no one would want for anything. No poverty, no crime, no injustice, no inequality. But in the end, it was nothing but a glorified internment camp, infested with KGB goons sniffing around in other people's business. And when the Chernobyl disaster struck, they naturally looked after themselves first. Look at it now. A high-tech mausoleum full of ghosts. A utopia unraveled. What happened, Igor?
The same thing that always happens. People. They're irrational. No matter how much they have, they can't be satisfied. Always need to fuck something up. Create chaos. To me, this city was remarkable, regardless of the outcome.
What was so special about it?
Us.
My sweet Professor Kumunik. Come with me. I'll show you some happy memories now. Can you feel it? Can you smell that? It's the breeze off the Pripyat River. Flowers in bloom, coffee brewing, lemonade. We ate dessert and read together in the grass.
Yes. You always brought science fiction. What was the name of that author you liked?
The Strugatsky brothers? Or Bulichov?
Sometimes it felt like having a third person at the table.
That was fun. Do you remember the roar of the hydroplanes cruising to Kiev? You used to take me there.
It was a long time ago, but yes, I think so.
Come winter, we'd go skating on the river,